All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another wonderful episode of Batman Radio. You were tuned in with your host, the one, the only, the real Batman. So yeah, like I said, first of all, I need to get me a new Batman mask when I can. This one might still work, but we'll you know use it and see how it goes, and that's it. Um, but I need money for a new Batman mask. Like I said, all you folks supposed to be donating. I don't know what you're doing or what y'all think you're supposed to be doing, but you're supposed to be donating. You're supposed to be paying me and backing me financially and showing support. That's literally what you're all supposed to do. So yeah, y'all can go on and get to it and start doing what you're supposed to do and play your role and play your position. And that's the way the world works. There's lords and there's sirs. It's that simple. Either you're a producer and a creator and a creative mind, or you're a consumer and you're a viewer and a watcher and you're a fan. Folks need to learn how to be fans and play their position. There's nothing wrong with being a fan. I mean, some of you, you're a fan. That's your job. Be the best fan you can be. But like I said, we gonna get everybody to understand y'all gonna pay me. Like I said, I work for donations, bro. I'm a content creator. Okay. I survive off donations. I do this for donations. I do this to make money. You understand? See, I'm not concerned how people feel, what they tell themselves, what they say. I don't care about none of that. Again, you got so called women all over social media not making no sense, not wasting their time. You can't even ask a question or do what you need to do online. Like, I'm on here to get my money, bro. I'm going to do whatever it takes on here to get my money. That's what you got to understand. I'm going to get my bread. Believe that. And I don't have to trip. I don't have to talk like y'all. I don't have to be out of character. Like every single person I see online, y'all stay in your feelings and then you project and roll reverse. And it's working every time how I just stay perfectly calm and have no reaction. And they tell me they want to tell me what I feel, but I don't feel anything at all. Right. And for sure, you folks don't make me feel nothing. And I just sit there calmly and correct them. No, actually, it's completely opposite, and I'm completely calm, and I'm just asking you a question or attempting to speak. That's all it ever is. And like I said, folks can't even answer questions. You got a bunch of people who think they above reproach, just like in reality, and it's just crazy how all these people are like covert narcissists and they try to hide this stuff. Like none of you are hiding it and none of you are fooling anyone. Like I'm saying, like however people feel, like I said, I mean, why not be upfront about that? Like, see me, I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna sit there and act in front of people and paint things a certain way on the outside that they're not on the inside. You feel what I'm saying? I don't do what y'all do. See, people know my track record. People know my history a little bit. People know about me. People know I'm a good person completely. I'm an earth angel. I'm an actual angel. You understand? And people know what I do and how I get down. But yeah, like I said, I need money for a new Batman mask because I ain't paying for it out my pocket. Y'all gonna pay for it. Y'all gonna start paying for these expenses. It's that simple. Like I said in the public, if you see me, toss me a couple of bucks. Um, all that. You know what I mean? I think I got someone gave me like $2 today. You know what I mean? Any little bit helps. I don't care what it is, bro. I don't like we got to keep that up, bro. That's the whole point. Like y'all don't get it. Like yeah, we struggling to build something that is literally impossible to build, and I do it with God. I had somebody ask me, see, y'all don't get. I be constantly talking. I be constantly moving, promoting, and marketing. Like I have a lot to do, so I be talking to folks. And I had somebody that asked me like how do you do all that talking about the manifesting and everything that I built and what I'm building. And I was explaining like this, I'm the real thing. This is what I do. Like this is my career, like my career and my job, like forever. Like what people don't want to talk about is like it's so beneficial and such a good move. And I'm not mad at you. Like I'm not saying anything in any type of way. I'm just being real. For me, working a 9 to 5 was never it. I was really good at it. I was the best at every place I worked at, but it wasn't for me. And I knew it wasn't for me. And it didn't feel like freedom because you're not free when you're working. You work for a company, basically they own you and they tell you what to do. And you don't even get the right wage and you get paid, below minimum wage. Basically, I don't care. They may call it minimum wage. You may get paid above that, but you're getting paid minimum wage. You're getting paid the minimum. You know what I mean? And they say the CEOs get more money than anybody in the company, but I disagree and I don't believe that. And every company I've ever seen, the money just goes back into the corporation, which was all built by Satan. Corporate America was built by Satan, and that's why we're here dismantling it in front of you. You saw, again, divine confirmation today. Divine confirmation download said exactly that. It said the system is spooked by you, and the system sees that you're dismantling it, and it said you're literally like stopping everything that was built, all this satanic stuff, and they can't stop you. Exactly. I'm building the kingdom of God. And in order to bring the kingdom of God upon this wicked planet, all right, because the devil had his short time, which felt like forever. Let's get real, right? Right? The devil had a long time to play, did he not? So, the devil had all this time to play and do his best and do what he do, right? And you got corporate America, you got all the so-called women don't know their value, don't know who they are, have no self-respect, have no respect, period, and they're all joke, right? And I'll continue to say it until it gets corrected and until folks start acting right, and I'll continue to correct you and continue to go in and I'll get paid for it, right? So again, I mean, folks don't seem to get I'm in the right through and through. Everything I'm saying is real. Do you think that any actual man or dude, because like I said, I believe I'm the only real man who ever existed, but like there's some men out there, there's some dudes, there's some guys. And do you think that any dude, guy, whatever, do you think that they don't feel where I'm coming from a little bit? Do you think that they're not going to support me? Oh, of course, especially when I'll be going in on y'all saying the truth. I'm sure a lot of them love it because nobody else has the courage to tell y'all what it is. That's the problem with most of you beta simps. That's why the world is the way it works, because you want to continue to give these so-called women power. They have no power unless you give it to them. Just like the devil. The devil has no power unless you allow him to have power over you. Unless you give the devil your power, which all of you do because you sell your soul for pennies and for nickels and dimes and nothing, right? Because the devil is going to, feed you a bunch of lies and promise you a pipe dream and never deliver. He does it every time to every single one of them. All of them did it. Jack Doherty sold his soul. The Island Boys definitely sold their soul. I mean, I don't know what folks like that is even thinking. Like, I can't understand what kind of mind state you in that you in that much desperation and you feeding off a system and you a public, worldwide known celebrity for no reason because you sold your soul. And you make the worst decision of all time because the Island Boys have never been able to think, right? And they're just not men. I mean, at all. I mean, they're completely the opposite. And this is what happens when, like I said, women can't raise boys, just like my dad said. And this is why you have these emotional, feminine, fashionista, what is what I call them, the fashionista little homies. That's what they are. Want to wear Gucci and Prada. That's what females do. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with wearing Gucci and Prada. I went through a phase where I was like, hey, I got money. I'm going to start doing it a little bit just like y'all, but I'm just doing it on some funny stuff. Now I wear the do-rag because it symbolizes the struggle and what I come from, and that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like, but some stuff I be doing, I just be joking around. But I'll wear a little bit of Gucci and stuff. I would wear some name brand stuff. Like when I get money again, we'll do that. Like one of the first things Christina and I'll do is probably go to the outlets out there in where's it at? Not McAllen. Those are small. Well, we could go there too. Actually, the McAllen outlets do have a lot of stuff. We could go there and probably get some great deals first. Then we go to San Marcos outlets. We could do that. It'd be a 2 outlet shopping spree trip. We'll do that. She'll like it. McAllen outlets are nice too. They're all right. They're good. There's a lot of them. I just like to get more up north. You feel like more normal, like you're back in the world again. You know what I'm saying? But I'm taking the steps necessary and doing everything I can, man, to get ready. I'm not going to trip over the mask. I'm not in a good mood about it. Clearly, a little disappointed, but I mean, it's still intact. It's just, it is what it is. But I don't know. I know I'm going to need money to get a new one. They're pretty expensive is the problem. And I don't know where I bought it at, if they still carry them. So when I'm over there, I'll have to check and ask them about it and see. Maybe I'll have to order it and see if they can, bring it in for me maybe and just have it there waiting for me one day and I can pick it up. But that's the thing. Like, you have to get, this is what I'm trying to get out of, is this weird phase that I went through that took forever of this stagnation. I've never been stagnated. Like, you have to get, we have to get to a point, and you have to get, I don't care who you are, where if a Batman messes up or something or whatever happens to it, we just go get a new one. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, with y'all want to make everything like this weird stagnation energy, like you ain't never had nothing. All y'all want me to operate from a place of lack because none of y'all want to help me. Y'all got money for yourself, but won't give me a dime. That stuff is crazy, son. Like, straight up, that stuff is crazy, bro. Why all y'all want me to have nothing, but yet I keep building by myself. That stuff is crazy. You got all these so-called fans, tons of so-called women sitting there admiring me, but not one of them has put any money in my pocket. That's what's weird to me. I mean, I got a girl, I got Christina, you know what I mean? I'm good in that department, right? And like I said, I haven't met her yet, but like, she's going to be here and she's going to be with me in person. You know what I mean? And then we're jetting and we're leaving and we're getting the hell out of here, right? For a minute, you know what I mean? So my whole deal is, like I said, like, I mean, I just don't understand it. Like, you got all these people want to say they fans, but like, what have you done for me? That's really the question I'd be asking. And the reason why, because like I said, I'm in a weird position. I don't have opportunities like that. There's nothing more I could do. I work harder than anyone. You see it every day. By the way, if you was already in your feelings, we up over 46 bucks and some change for the next check. That's right, baby. So there's one coming for like 166 and some change, 21st through the 26th. And now we got another one that's already up over $46 and some change. And why? Because your boy works hard. That's why. Always worked hard. Feel me? So yeah, like I said, I mean, what the hell just happened there? I just touched the wrong button. No, don't do that. There. Oh, that's another one. How many do they have? Oh, they do have more on here. We're gonna use these. Hold up. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Groovy Jimmy is a fake Crip. So yeah, like I said, I mean, we gonna keep on doing what we do. We gonna keep on winning. It's just that simple, bro. You know what I mean? Like, real talk. It is just that simple. You know what I mean? And other than that, I don't really know what to tell y'all, man. Like I said, you may be in your feelings, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, you know what I mean? It's not my concern. What's this one? Yeah, that sound like y'all. That's the way they feel every time I get more money. Real talk. That stuff is crazy, son. Every time, I'm not even playing. Every time I like update my check amount with the haters, like, yeah, I'm making more money, baby. Yeah, they can't handle that at all. They said yesterday you should leave the chat room open more. Why? So you can keep on doing the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, how many times are you going to repeat yourself? If repeating yourself, all of you, made you money, y'all would be rich. But yeah, like I said, no, I do what I want to do, and I definitely, gear and create my own content. So yeah, nah, like, I mean, it is what it is. So, you know, I mean, we're gonna keep on succeeding. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? Things don't need to be explained, right? Nah, people know what it is, man. People know when they come to my show, they know exactly everything, the rules, how we get down over here, how we do things. So everything's been explained like 8 million times. You know what I mean? So like, no, just know we're going to continue to succeed. Like I said, check coming 166 and some change, $166 and some change, 21st to the 26th. It's already the 20th, boy, right? And then on top of that, we got the other one up over $46 and some change. I know y'all mad. I know you mad. Real talk. I know you in your feelings. So yeah, meanwhile, I'm out here making a real career, and it's the truth. All y'all want to be influencers. That's why most of y'all, majority of you, are mad jelly. See, I don't have to put on the Batman mask. I don't have to put on the cowl and the cape. I don't have to always be Batman to make money and get paid. I just love doing what I do, and it's who I am. And I'm training because I got to get my body ready, my mind ready, my spirituality ready, everything ready. You know what I mean? But yeah, I figure I'll just push with this mask as much as possible. I am considering taking the day off tomorrow and maybe trying to see if I can have a normal day. It depends how I feel and when I get going. But my friend was talking about possibly giving me some boots too, and I'd have to meet him for that. I wonder if they're like black boots, like Batman boots. But he was talking about that too, so I got to see when I have time and feel like I'm up to doing that. Um, but yeah, man, I don't know. We'll see what's up. I mean, the training was pretty good today. I did it kind of last minute on a whim. Um, just trying to push myself, man. Trying to push myself and stick with it. I think the mask will hold up, man. I don't think it's gonna really be that much of an issue, but I just don't know. You know what I mean? But we'll see. But yeah, and then I got this other mask, but like, no, it has to. I have to fix it. Like I have to fix it. I have to find a way to patch it up and get it where it the band will go around it and hold. So it's just a couple adjustments have to be made, little things. I mean, I don't know, but they're like very difficult things to figure out personally. But I need money so I can get a new mask. That's the number one priority. If I can do that, then we'll be good. Because I'm not trying to get caught wearing this other mask. Like I like it, it's cool, but it's different, and like I like the style I got now. I like my mask. You know what I mean? I like the style that I came out with, and I like being me, and that's me. Like that other stuff, it's all right. I mean, but it's not me. Like you know what I mean? So I don't know. We gonna figure it out over time. You know what I mean? I got nothing but time to figure it out. But I was even thinking of taking some time off. I don't know. I got to see, man. You know what I mean? I got to keep up the content here, the uploads. I must have made like $4, almost five within one day. That's very good on here, and it's because I picked up the pace a little bit. So, like I said, I've been working hard, man. I'm trying to not give up, but we're way behind. I mean, still got a long way to go. Where I'm not going to be able to reach my real goal for this month, obviously. And I don't understand why it's taking so long. They can say what they want, but nah, y'all lying about my numbers, bro. I know that. Y'all lying about my stats and about my views, and you're underpaying me and you're taking my money. It's clear as day. You're stealing my money because there's no way that I wouldn't have been over, like, I'd be way over where I'm at right now. Real talk. That's crazy, man. And y'all keep doing this, bro, because 2 months I got to that $100 threshold, no problem. I actually went over it for 2 months in a row. So explain to me how the 2 months consecutive after that somehow I'm not getting. That's crazy, man. That don't even make no sense. I'm going harder now than I've ever gone. Like, I mean, my views have been consistently very good. So it just don't make no sense. No, I don't agree. No, I don't think it's something that we can just sit here and pretend. I think it's very clear what's going on. And like I said, we filing federal lawsuits no matter what, so it'll come out in court. It'll come out in court. They're going to have to prove every little part of this payment system and nuance and explain to me why I'm so underpaid. I mean, I should be getting paid more anyway. What's the deal? Like, what's the issue with just giving me a wage on top of what you're giving me? That's what they should do. Give me like a actual wage based upon the time or something that like something. You know what I mean? Like that stuff is crazy. You know what I mean? And I think that the company, honestly, I think is going to have to do that at some point. I mean, there's too many people coming towards social media wanting to make money. I mean, that's the truth. Are they really going to have a choice? Do they really have a choice? Because that's the thing, it's supply and demand. When you got a bunch of customers and want to be employees and people that want to make dough, they're going to start complaining and whining and talking about it, right? I'm not going to be the only one who's opening my mouth saying the truth, because I don't complain or whine ever. I just say the facts. You feel me? But yeah, like I said, man, if you see me in the street, like I said, try to give me a couple of bucks, some change. I need whatever I can get, man. There's no shame in my game. I admit when I need help, and like I said, who would not need help when I ran this Batman project for going on my three years, going on 3 years in like March, April, May time, and all out my own pocket? You got to be crazy, son. You know how much money I done put in this? I'm talking easily over 20K plus to 30 grand. I mean, this stuff costs money. Okay. I mean, so for folks to sit there and pretend like, no, I did this like by myself with none but hard work, and it's absolutely amazing and impossible what I've accomplished. And I'm extremely proud of myself, to be genuine and to be real. So, it is what it is. You wanted a safer environment, right? You asked God, give us a Batman, and God answered your prayers. That's the truth. You know what I mean? So now all the villains are running and the criminals are running away in the street. Yeah, facts. So yeah, man, a lot of you YouTubers, man, you be too big on your opinion sometimes, and I'm not really concerned about your opinion because your opinion isn't reality and isn't genuine. So, like I said, whenever the real folks want to talk about reality, you let me know. But yeah, there's too many people riding my coattail, man. There's too many people that want to name off me. I'm still seeing the same homeboys that I just addressed still coming out their mouth talking like they me. That stuff is crazy, man. I'm talking every word that I'm saying, they just repeating it and then they calling it content and they like a machine just repeating me, but they don't even make money doing what they do on here. Like, I just don't get it. I mean, when you talk about this and that, I mean, all y'all do is troll. I mean, there's no trophy for trolling. You don't get rewarded for trolling. You don't know, ain't no money for trolling. And I mean, what is it really gaining you? Nothing. And you don't even know how to do it properly. Trolling is like a thing you do once in a while. If you're trolling every day, something's wrong. You feel me? That's the reality. Something's wrong. Very wrong. They talk about they trolling and then they keep trolling the minute they turn off the computer. That's the problem. Half of them live under a bridge to begin with. Don't be mad at me because I get paid for sound effects, all right? But yeah, like I said, I mean, I run the streets, I'm the mob, I'm the gangster. I am all of the above and everything. I am everything. I am what I am. Like Yahweh, I am Yahweh. I am what I am. You understand? And God uses me and speaks through me. So, like I said, I'm a divine being. Everything is facts. It's all proven in front of you. I'm at what, 211 world records, I believe now? 211 world records. I did 100 full extension pull ups today. I mean, where's the talking now? In reality, can you tell me anything? Can you say anything to me? No, I did it. I did the impossible, and I did what none of you can do, and will you will never. I did what none of you can do and never will do. None of you could ever do what I do. None of you. I'm talking about anybody in the world. I'll call all y'all out. What are you talking about? You understand? See, the reason I'm Batman again is because I have more willpower than anyone in the world, because I'm the strongest man in the world, because this is real what I'm kicking. I can't believe y'all actually tried to put boxing gloves on Eddie Hall. That's crazy. Like, that's surreal, man. That's crazy, bro, because Eddie Hall ain't no boxer. I'll tell you straight up. I thought that was common sense. Y'all tried to actually, like, they really try to perpetrate, bro. That stuff crazy, man. Like I said, these folks, the problem with them is these Masons is they just think it's all about money. They think if they get money, they can front and pretend they something they not, but they all want to copy and emulate me because they all look up to me. You know what I mean? All them people look up to me. All of them. You know what I mean? They all know who I am. Like that stuff is sad, bro. Like, come on, bro. Stay in your lane, dude. Like, do the strongman competitions and that stuff. You a big dude. You a big boy. Like, you ain't got no business, in no boxing ring, bro. I don't care. I don't even care if they say he won. I didn't even watch that nonsense. Why would I want to see that, bro? Why would I want to see people who don't know what they doing? Like that was like the thing with that dude on here with them two big dudes that remember they had whatever their little back and forth. What was the dude's name? His name's like Tyrone. Remember y'all was paying Tyrone to make videos saying my name and that weird stuff and all these people like man, that's crazy, bro. Like that y'all gotta have side hustles, which basically tells me you broke and you don't get no money. Finance. You got a side hustle like that, man, it means Tyrone was broke as hell and wasn't making a dime. Why don't you talk about that? No wonder Tyrone was always mad yelling at everyone in his videos because Tyrone was broke as hell. No, like I said, you got disqualified or something and you lost that boxing match, and that was sad as hell. But it is what it is. Like I said, I mean, me personally, I mean, I just think it's crazy the whole thing. Like, yeah, he was another one. He was talking crazy, but I mean, who is you? You know what I'm saying? Like they think that stuff is cute. Like they really keep trying to harvest my energy and act like they me. Like y'all don't even act like that. Like you're not even built like that, cuzzy. Like y'all folks don't even talk like that. Like y'all really be pretending out here. And y'all really think that it's just talking. See, the problem is you could put y'all and I in the same room, and a lot of you want to act and overcompensate. But like I said, it's all fake. Like that's my thing. Like people got to really understand what's going on here. Like that's why they don't invite me to interviews because they know we're from two totally different worlds, bro. I'm dealing with reality where there's, a whole system there, a system that all these folks hide behind. And that's my point. Masons hide behind the system. Everything Masons do is a clown circus act. It's fake. You got to wake up. See, they aren't in the real world. They sold to the devil. They don't have repercussions for their actions. They don't. Not from the system. Not 9 times out of 10. They make every excuse for them because that system is owned by the devil. Them courtrooms are corrupt. All that stuff is Freemasonry. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying, you got to keep in mind, I mean, they do have you swear on the Bible. That's kind of odd, right? That's weird to me. But like I said, I'm still all about the Bible. I'm going to always be about God. But I just think that man uses, religion to hide behind and be evil a lot. And I just be noticing and seeing it. But I keep my eyes on God, man. I think God is love. You know what I mean? Like I said, I haven't read the Bible in a long time. I just talk directly to God. You know what I'm saying? But I believe in the word too. You know what I mean? I really do. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I don't like the corruption and the mixing of it within all these evil people and what they do. You feel me? That's the weird thing to me. Um, but yeah, like I said, I mean, end of the day, bro. I mean, y'all don't do what I do for a career. This is real. This is not fake. And that's the thing. Like, I mean, the fronting, I mean, people can't front no more. That's why I put up that last video on the community wall. Like, people can't front no more, man. People know who the leader is and know who the boss is. Y'all should have always known. And the fact is, they did always know. These people knew since day one, bro. Like I said, while y'all was sitting there talking all the time, sleeping on me, yapping, I was making moves. I was running the streets. I was getting busy. I was doing bar security, proving and making my name. I mean, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like I said, I'm a ninja for a career. We don't do the same thing. So it's like if I'm an actual enforcer, I mean, and I'm the mob, I mean, you got to understand we come from two totally different worlds. So I mean, anybody who's my inferior, you know what I mean? Like, no, you just have to talk to me with respect. There's no instance where I have to trip or would trip or get upset or anything. No, I just tell you one time, like, brother, you're an inferior. Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead and, like you're gonna come at me with respect. It's that simple. You understand? Everybody has to and people know. See, that's the difference. Like people know that they talking to an actual gangster. It's different. It's way different. And that's the thing people don't get. No, I mean my name's too solidified, man. My street history's too solidified. I've done too much because I never stop. Like I don't give myself a pass. I tell folks don't give me a pass. So like my street cred just continues to increase. The more stripes I take, the more money I make. That's what y'all don't get, and I don't stop. So like, you know what I mean? Like I just keep building. Like people can say what they want, but you have to admit I'm a straight gangster. Always. People always are gonna have to say about me, he's a gangster. I don't care what you say. That man is a gangster, a real one. And he moved like a gangster always. Feel me? You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. And I ain't going nowhere. So you better come correct, bro. I don't care who you is. Like I said, I told you already what it is, man. Folks gonna have to break bread, homie. I'm not out here playing. You know what I mean? I don't care who it is, bro. You know what I mean? So like I said, like everybody want to be an influencer. That's what y'all want to be. Everybody want to be an influencer. Like I said, this wasn't like a summer, retreat. This wasn't like a church camp. This wasn't a summer project. I mean, I'm Batman. This is who I am. You know what I mean? So even if I take a little bit of time off and chill for a minute, it don't mean that nothing stops at all. In fact, what it means is that I'm looking at the semantics. I'll keep using that word. I like it. And the mechanics of everything, and I'm looking at how to build. I'm already looking into like the materials to use to make my own Batman mask. I already found out you can use like polycarbonate. You know what I mean? Sounds like one of the best ones. And they said that it's really protective for drops and falls and impacts and stuff like that. And that's what I need. But see, I need like a whole suit that's made like that. That way, if it was like made out of polycarbonate and had like I don't know if it's called ABA or whatever, but like foam, EVA foam and protection like that within it, like it could, the suit could sustain and be able to handle and withstand impacts and drops and falls and stuff like that. And that's really what you need. You need something that would keep me cool and keep everything intact and keep me as safe as possible for anything that I'm doing and getting in as Batman. Because I mean, there's going to be leaps, jumps, maybe impossible stuff, impossible leaps and jumps. I mean, you're talking, I'm the real thing. So you folks don't get, I put everything on the line to do this. This isn't play. This isn't play around time. I mean, the minute I get the money, we're going full throttle, bro. You know what I mean? Now I'm not just going to jump right into it. I'm going to get smart, think, get everything as appropriate and right as I need, and then when we, we'll do some rides, some ride outs, kind of some trial runs, and we'll be going and in these major cities, and I'll be moving around, and Christina, I'm hoping and want her to be able to watch everything. Hold on, hold up. But yeah, I want Christina to be able to watch everything that I'm doing. And that's it. But yeah, a Batman mask, bro, shouldn't be that big of a deal. It's like 20, $30. My homeboy is saying he's low on funds. So, I mean, that whole opportunity is not, that funding is not, probably going to work right now. So I don't know. We'll see what's up and we'll see what happens. But I don't have a choice. We got to figure out how to get funding, the right way, but we got to get it one way or another. And we got to get people who support me. You know what I mean? And I just don't understand how folks can't show some more support financially for the man who protects them and actually does what he's supposed to do and does way more than that and does everything that no one else would do. Because again, no, I was in a position where I've had to do everybody's job for them because nobody would do their job. So there's no shame in my game because it makes perfect sense. You can't sit here and pretend anymore. The delusion ain't going to work no more. You feel me? Like, come on, bro. It's 2025, correct? I mean, we about to be in 2026. I mean, you can't be serious. The minute I get a couple of things like right and together and everything coming through, I mean, we going to be ready to go, bro. Do you understand that? We're talking about I'm going to be, like I'm trying to get where I'm ready to travel and move around. Like I said, even if I have to run up to Austin and see what it's like up there, because Austin's looking pretty rough, man. And I have a feeling that it's pretty rough. I have a feeling it's pretty bad. And But I mean, I'm used to it, man. I mean, it never was that nice or that great. And I'm used to moving around. Now, if you got money in you out there, yeah, it's nice. It's all good because you can stay away from all the problems. But if you don't, and you in the streets like me, yeah, there's a lot of issues, bro. It's a lot of drama. It's a lot going on, bro. I mean, you didn't see that video I put up when we was standing in that soup line? Them kitchens and stuff, they'll open, they'll feed you out there. They got several spots to feed you. Like you'll eat out there if you can get out there. But then the problem is you got to wait in line with all these homeless folks, and you don't know what they're capable of, and they're all tripping and they're talking to each other back and forth, and just, I mean, it's the truth, bro. Anything can happen. You don't know what the hell gonna happen. Okay, and a lot of them, they're not thinking clearly. I mean, it's a real environment where I come from. That's what y'all don't get, and I'm used to it. And usually people see me and they like, it's all love, you know what I mean? And people know how I am and who I am too, and that I come from that background too, you know what I mean? So they kind of let me be. But you know, you always got one who don't know, and that's my thing. It's like when I'm 36 years old, bro, and I'm at this point in the game and I'm not really in their position, because I'm not. That's what's weird. Like, you know what I mean? That's the thing I think about. Like, it's never about that I'm soft or really scared. It's about the fact that, like, I'm not going to forget who I am because someone else doesn't know. Does that make sense? Let me repeat that. That's a lesson you should learn. I'm not going to forget who I am because someone else doesn't know or want to recognize. So you meet all sorts of crazy dudes, you know, in that line when you go in there, and there's cool people. But you know, I try to go to the local diners around there. They all corrupt, all of them, bro. That all them places, bro. That IHOP is super corrupt up there. They only hire, you know exactly what I'm saying. Like, come on, bro. You can't be for real. And then they all want to make comments behind your back and won't hire. And you know, you can't work, you can't get a job because they're all taking over the labor market as if it was an opportunity when they're all miserable at their job. There's videos of folks that work in there literally on social media, bro, looking silly because they sitting there, you know, talking crazy to customers because the customers come in drunk. You know, I mean, like they acted like it was an opportunity. I mean, if it was an opportunity, then how come I went and became Batman? See, everybody want to talk down to you and talk some way when they think you're down and out, but they don't want to admit, hey, you went and built a whole career that's on a whole nother level than me, and you still talking to me at a street level. I'm not broke. I put money into what I do. Money is just a tool to me. I don't care about money. Like, you think trips don't cost money? So if I go up there, I'm just saying, I already know how people get down. I know the attitude. I know how they think. Like, and I have to try to work around that. So when folks try to be telling me this and that and tell me what I can do or what I'm going to do, like, nah, I do what I want to do. Like, for real, like, I'm gonna tell you right back. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, nah, I do what I want to do, little homie. Especially so-called women. A lot of them are mad because they got them waitress jobs and they can't get out of them. That's not my problem. It's not my problem that you literally made mistakes and you got like the number one leading cause of poverty around you because of you, because you have no self-control. So you're upset because you stuck at these jobs. That's the facts. That's everywhere. Feel me? But that's not my problem. You understand? So no, ain't nobody gonna tell me what I can and can't do. What? I do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Everything they say comes from a place of jealousy. And then it was like other comments being made like, oh, you got that there. Like, yeah, I do what I want. I get what I want. Like, oh, nobody ever said anything. Like, that's the mentality in Austin. Like, them folks expect you to be down and out, and then you have to play the part and play slow basically and act with them so that they think you're down and out, because that's the only way they'll help you or do anything for you or allow you to get by and do what you need to do. Does that make sense? Because the minute they find out, oh, he's Bruce Wayne, he's Batman, and like, no, like he actually has made and spent more money than everybody. He's mad successful, and he's, just, he may be struggling a little right now, but he's in a different city. He don't live in that city, and he's trying to just put things together. That's just the truth. Why don't you have some mercy for that and some compassion? That's my question. Like, no, hiring me would have been the best move any company in Austin could ever make. Especially a cooking job, because I can really cook and I know how to flavor stuff right where people really want my food. Bro, I ran my own food truck. I had lines backed up to Timbuktu. I worked from like I tried to make my own hours. I tried to get every hour they would let me. Every time, that's why I walk away from a job situation or a workplace, because they start playing with my hours and my money. Like, I'm a grown man. You don't play with my money, period. I don't care who you is. So like I said, like, no, bro. Some days I'd work from like 11 a.m. to like 4 or 5 in the morning, and at least like 2 p.m. to like 4 or 5 a.m. cooking quesadillas and pizzas, having lines backed up to Timbuktu with people loving my food and girls trying to give me their number and holler at me. Is you serious? But folks want to pretend that they live my lifestyle. They want to pretend that that's them. They got something going on, but it's uneventful as hell over there. They ain't doing nothing, none of them. Yeah. And that's the thing these folks don't get. Y'all talk from a place of desperation, bro. It'd be hilarious, man. Y'all act like basic stuff is a big deal. Y'all are literally too worried about what people think, and people. Like, people are not resources. Stop that nonsense and stop talking about people. People ain't gonna get you no money. Facts. How about that? People ain't gonna get you no bread. You're gonna have to go work for it. And since most of you are lazy and don't want to work, that's why you never make any money. That's the truth. So yeah, like I said, don't be in your feelings because I always work hard and always build my own environment. I'm not paying attention to other people. I don't care what people do. I'm a Sigma Alpha. I don't even like small talk. I don't spend my time around other people too often. I'm a lone wolf. I'm always by myself, always, bro, contemplating, thinking, self reflecting, what y'all can't do. That's why all y'all can't figure anything out. Can't get right. We got a whole bunch of can't get rights. We got a bunch of Soldier Boy running tellums and a whole bunch of can't get rights. Then next. Truth is, if you listen to me, you'll learn something, man. But yeah, like I said, I've been all through College Station. I've been through New Orleans. I've been through Mississippi. I've been through Florida. I've been through New Mexico. I've been through Arizona. I stopped in Flagstaff and went to a bar when I had all that money going back to Vegas, I think for like the second time. Took over Vegas. Like, come on, bro. That bar was lit, though. I ain't gonna lie. That bar in Flagstaff, I think it was Flagstaff. I stopped at the hotel right there. There's a little pretty nice hotel. I love that whole area. Anywhere near Arizona, I'm in my element. Because I'm not from there. Like, I think it's beautiful. I think Tucson is beautiful. I love Arizona. Tucson, Scottsdale, Mesa, Phoenix, all that. I went to spring training as a kid. The Cubs, like my dad was a Cubs fan. I love spring training. I love Arizona. I love the cactus out there, all that stuff. It's just beautiful, man. The desert is beautiful to me. You know what I mean? Real talk. That's why I like Vegas, because I wake up and look at the sunrise and see a whole mountain right in front of me. Like, it was beautiful, honestly. Like, you can't get any better than that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, at the time, I wasn't going through what I go through now physically, because this stuff hadn't happened when these people made their phone calls to see in the hospital. You understand? Ever since then, everything is harder for me and different. Like, I'm not sure I would enjoy it the same now, but I would try. Y'all don't get like, no, like, bro, I'm constantly like, going through it, bro, physically because of what happened. Like, that's a real thing that I'm always going to go through. You know what I mean? But like, it makes me stronger. Obviously, it has to do with my life's purpose and who I am, because God even told me, He said, that's a part of your story. And it's a crazy part of my story, but it's a real part of my story. Like, folks don't get it. I'm a walking miracle. So that's what I'm saying. I live all faith. I move all faith. I speak all faith. Everything I do is all faith, because I didn't have a choice. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for faith. I'm not supposed to be here. That's what y'all don't get. Real talk. I'm not just lucky. No, I'm not lucky. I'm a walking miracle. Okay, I'm lucky, but I'm not just lucky. I'm blessed in the walking miracle. I mean, God literally carries me. He didn't just carry me, He carries me every day. That's the only way that I'm able to do anything. So that's what folks don't understand. I got God with me for real, bro. And like I said, we put it all on the line every day. Are you serious, bro? You know how much stress you go through, how much it takes. You know how much I'm coming up against. Like, you think that all these situations worked out well. You think that I couldn't be in a totally different position right now? I'm good because I'm divinely protected. I'm good because I got God with me. I didn't just walk back and forth ever. I came up against the entire establishment, the system, shut down the cartel and all these gangs. That's who I am. I shut down every illegal organization imaginable that I ever came across. People be asking silly questions. Oh, how do you do this? How do you do that? What do you mean? I'm an angel. God puts me in the position, right? Like some people, we think we all right, we think we cool, then we have fallouts, and then whatever happens. What do you mean? These things are just things that happen. This is my normal life. This was never a big deal for me. It's a big deal when I tell you because y'all don't want to comprehend how real I am. I'm in the middle of everything real, bro. I'm the real deal, homie. That's why when I tell you I'm a gangster, I mean it. That's why when I say, yo, keep my name out your mouth, I'm for real, bro. Folks can't talk about and speak my name like that. I'm not that dude, homie. You understand? That's the difference. Like that's what I'm saying. People be pretending like they think I'm a whole different person than what I am, and they starting to get the picture. Like, no, I be acting with y'all. I be real nice to y'all and humble because that's who I am. I'm not really acting, but there's like two sides of me, bro. That's what y'all don't get. I kind of turn it on and off. Like that's up to me. What I show you is up to me. You know what I mean? So nah, I'm a humble dude, man. I'm not acting, but like I said, when the people do act and pretend with me, that's when I act. But I don't really act ever. I'm not even gonna say that. I don't even act, but I just let folks, like I said, who want to pretend, I let them, basically, it's already been explained, man. I mean, I let them trick themselves, basically. I let them do it to themselves. You know what I mean? Like whatever intention people have towards me, God's sending all that stuff back tenfold. I got divine confirmation of that too today. I always do. What you mean? Real talk. Fact. So yeah, like I said, I mean, it is what it is right now. All them folks, they dealing with a whole lot of drama and nonsense. You feel me? Real talk. I mean, it is what it is. You did it to yourself. Don't be in your feelings. Don't get on YouTube and get upset. Like I said, every time I make more money, always, bro. Them folks is always in their feelings. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can't stop nothing I'm doing, bro. We gonna keep on winning. We gonna keep on doing what we doing. It's just that simple, man. Like even with this platform, it's mad weird. Like you gonna be positive all the time. Folks be saying silly things to me like I'm not mad at you about it. Like I understand you process things differently. I'm Batman, bro. I always got a serious look on my face. You know what I mean? Like folks be saying weird things to me, like talking about like, it is what it is, but they just say weird things like, oh, you don't always look happy. Like, of course not. I've been that way since I was a kid, bro. Are you serious? They used to say that about me when I was playing baseball in Little League. It was like he don't smile. Like, yeah, because I don't have to act for you people. I'm not fake. That's just me, bro. I got a frown on my face. I got a grill. I don't do no fake smiling. Me happy looks serious and chill. That's me happy. See, that's the thing people don't get. Look happy. That you talking about an exterior feeling. That's not happiness. Happiness is enlightenment. When you're happy, you're just calm. You're not happy because you're smiling. You may be happy and smile one time. You may enjoy something, but I don't walk around with a fake smile on my face. That would not be happiness. You haven't noticed that? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you folks don't even know the definition of happiness. So you got to listen so I can teach you because you can't teach me anything. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm not in anything, but I'm always happy, bro. I don't got to explain nothing to y'all. That's the whole point. Like y'all got to reach enlightenment on your own. I can show you the way. I can't do it for you. That's the job of the teacher. That's fact. Real talk. So, like I said, I mean, I do what I love to do. I mean, I'm good on everything, bro. I don't have to tell other people because I don't care what they think. That's the biggest difference between you and I. Feel me? Like I built something nobody else could. I had to do the impossible just to survive and get by. Like this was necessary for my survival. This whole time I was trying to survive. Now, like I'm starting to build a little bit. I'm starting to get things rolling. Like that's what I needed. And I'm gonna ask God again and pray to God right now. Like, please bless my business. Help me to make more money somehow. I don't know how you're gonna do it, God, but please send me more money. I gotta get more money for this. Please get me to over a band. Right, that's my first goal, and please get me where I'm over 5 Gs, 10 Gs, at least over five, so that I can get this project going before December 21st, like you told me, and just please bless everything I'm doing, and please help me with the finances so I can build this. See, I never asked for nothing else because God knows my heart and knows I'm happy. Happiness is, I'm always happy. That's the silliest thing I ever heard. So that's what I'm saying. Folks be paying attention to the wrong things. And that's my whole deal is I understand people may mean whatever with it, but it don't make no sense because you saying something to me, but then when I say something back, everybody get in their feelings. You see what I'm saying? But you still talking to me. So if you talking to me and saying something to me and I don't like it because it don't make no sense, I'm gonna have to say something to you. I mean, I could say the same thing to you. I could say the same thing to anyone. A lot of y'all don't look happy all the time. I mean, who's gonna be happy working a job? You feel me? Like that's why I talk about it. It ain't to for no other agenda or reason other than that it's the truth. And that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, hey, I know I made it at least because I'm not working fast food for 60 years. I'm not working at no regular spot, none of these places and no gas station for 20, 30 years. Because if I was, that would mean I failed. That's the truth. That's not my opinion. That's not me saying anything or anything like that. That's just the truth. If you stuck at a job like that and you there too long, there's something wrong. You understand? And if you have to leave that job because of corruption or because you got caught doing stuff, you know what I mean? Like some of these folks have done towards me, then that's even worse. That means you really failed because you was like committing crimes while instead of working or committing crimes while you was working, right? That's what happened. Like I said, nah, bro, the feds are investigating all these places, man. That's why I don't worry about a thing. People know what it is. You understand? The downloads give me confirmation all the time, man. God stays talking to me and let me know what's up and what my enemy's doing way ahead of time. So, like I said, I ain't worried about what nobody's saying, what nobody think, because can't nobody tell me nothing or how I feel. That's the craziest thing I ever heard, bro. You know what I mean? That's why I don't be talking to folks much, because like the minute I talk to y'all, all y'all, the things that you say, they don't make any sense. None of them, and I'm tired of hearing it. Like for real, like it's crazy, son. And that all comes with the new generation. See, the new generation would rather sit there and say, use these terms that they've been brainwashed with by the Illuminati because they can't wake up and they don't know anything going on. They're completely devoid of knowledge. So they want to sit there and say something to the guy who can teach them everything. I can teach y'all how to do everything. I know how to live. I know how to move and make money. I know how to do anything in this world. None of you know. I'm your teacher. You either listen to me or you continue to fail. I'm going to say it again. If you're at the same job for too long or a couple of years, it didn't mean you succeeded. It means you failed. It's called indoctrination. So that's what y'all think. Y'all think because, oh, someone loses a job, oh, they failed. No, that you should be concerned about why they're moving on to something bigger and better and why you're still in the same position. It's the same thing 50 Cent said, right? And Get Rich or You Know What Trying. What did he tell her? He went to that fast food place and what did he tell her? She said, oh, you doing this or whatever or blah, 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 right? And he said, yeah, and you still work here? See, that's the reality and how the real world works is that people look down on fast food workers and look down on people that work at gas stations. People look down on people who work these little rinky dink jobs. That's the world. I don't know how they do things here in the valley or elsewhere, and I don't care because it's backwards. But in the world, nobody thinks that you're cool for that. You get what I'm saying? You're not ahead of anyone. But like I said, I mean, I'm just speaking in general terms because it was something that crossed my mind. Obviously, God put it on my mind to talk about. So it is what it is. If you feel some way about it, I really don't care. I mean, it's just the truth. You know what I mean? But like I said, folks are good people everywhere, man. Like I got love for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just saying though, like I said, that's the problem with this generation. Y'all focus too much on trying to judge others. I mean, how are you gonna judge me and tell me anything, bro, when I'm so far ahead of all y'all? It's unbelievable, bro. That's the thing. They still can't figure out that I literally like when I go out into the world, bro, I look at people and I use their perception to my advantage. Like, do you understand? Like, right in front of their face. Then I talk about it and give them the channel. Real talk. And they still don't get it or process it. Like, I don't care how people feel or how they take things or how they twist it or whatever, if you and your feelings. Like, I say the truth. Like, if folks quit talking to me or quit saying things to me that are out of pocket and out of character, then you, right, won't have to hear my response and then feel whatever way you do. Stop volunteering nonsense that's totally irrelevant. I got 7 bikes in inventory. all worth about $200 to $300 bucks. Let me put things in perspective for you. I got a bat cycle I spent $1,300 on and fixed about 2-3 times. Because I do real Batman stuff. I'm the real Batman. Do you understand? I rode that thing through grass, through sidewalks, through everything. It went over everything, like anything, any obstacle in its path, rocks, stones, everything. I'm the real Batman. So, I mean, I own billions in equity right now. Mansion estate with 2,000 in jewelry, mineral rights, oil royalties, my own car lot I pay over $100 for every month. 530 on my wrist got you pissed. Over 2,000 in jewelry. I don't know if I said that. I got a $25,000 Porsche. I paid $25,000 cash for my Porsche, and I had a mechanic down here was jelly, so he messed it up. And then all that corruption and stuff I came up against, so they took all my titles and my keys, and I have to replace all that later. It's not a big deal. It don't mean nothing. That's the thing. Folks be tripping about stuff that's irrelevant. Like I said, I told you, folks tagged every car I had, every vehicle. I had to pay for all the tows and create my own car lot. Hell, it worked to my benefit, in my opinion. And if I can't hold on to them, hell, that's a blessing in disguise because I'm tired of paying for it, but I'm going to have to for now, right? Still has to get paid. It's important, but I'm just saying if it ever comes to that point, then it is what it is. I think God is going to save me anyways with all that and give me the money where I can pay for everything and get ahead, and then I don't have to worry about it and be able to pull my cars out of that car lot so I don't have to keep paying them for it, for storage. See my point? Like, if I get the money, then I can fix them or try my best, see what I can do. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't know what that mechanic did to that car, so I got to really let them know and see what's up with that. That's like a whole thing that I don't even want to worry about right now, bro, honestly, because like I really don't understand how that's possible, but it may be a lawsuit. Honestly, real talk. So I mean, bro, like you gotta understand, bro. I drove my car for 7+ miles on a rim to save that car. I've been through hell, bro. Y'all don't know what I've been through. Are you serious? Like you have no idea, bro. Y'all can't even imagine, bro. People have seen what I go through. Like I have witnesses. Like y'all don't know nothing about me. So that's what I'm saying. Like I got assets, I got everything, bro. And you're gonna have people sit there and talk crazy, like don't even make no sense. Like right now, I pretty much got it all. Like I got the things I need, like a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like we still struggle and we still have problems, but like that's my thing. Like that's why I look to the public to help me, because I put so much money into helping you and saving lives. So I'm saving lives. I'm helping people. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Can't nobody get on no other viewpoint. Like your viewpoint is gonna get corrected. If you talking to me and you in front of me, I'm gonna set you straight. I'm gonna tell you what it is straight up. I'm gonna get your mind right real quick and say, nah, you don't even know what you're talking about. You're not making no sense. That's delusion. Can you please can you listen and I'll explain to you reality. And guess what? The reason I don't do that because I don't care what you think. See, that's the thing. I let folks be delusional. You're going to be delusional. You're not going to get nowhere and you're not going to make no bread. Well, I run the streets. I'm the mob. I have all the power in the world. I'm the most powerful entity in this country and world. I'm above everyone, above the cartel, above all these fake gangs. And I'm the man who shuts them down for real. For real. In every way. So what do you mean? Can't nobody stop me, just like they told you. Like they said, you've got divine confirmation, bro. I'm literally stopping everything, this whole system, everything they built. They said the system is spooked by you. You should be. Everything I told you I'm doing and going to do, I'm doing. All of it. I told you I ain't playing. I told you I'm bringing a new government here. I told you. So what do you mean? You thought I was kidding? Yeah, okay. Because, I've never kept my word, right? I ain't never told a lie. I've backed up everything I ever said, and I always put the work in first before I talk about something. Always. I'm always accomplish something, then I talk. I don't talk. I don't talk too soon. I don't brag. I don't do none of that. These folks, you folks do that, and that's why you always fail, because you talk too much. I'm not a talker. I'm going to show you in action how I win every time. Feel me? So, like I said, like, I got a long list of rappers, right? That I stopped their career basically on a positive stance, like standing up to them. You know what I mean? All these folks that tried to stop me, hell, they got stopped. They got stopped by God. You feel me? Real talk. Like, what do you mean? That's the thing people don't get. I have a real story, bro. I'm an actual gangster and a thug. These people just talking. So that's what I'm saying. Like, all that fake stuff about, oh, so you think gangsters and thugs owe it to you to be reckless? See, there you go again, trying to trick people. That stuff work on fake gangsters. Real gangsters don't get tricked. You want to know what's the most gangster thing? Not allowing anyone to manipulate you, son. I got to download direct confirmation from God today, divine confirmation. You know what God told me? He said, your biggest test in life, right, is how you handle the people who misused you. Facts. He said anybody can get some get back. Anybody can respond. Anybody, like when things happen and you go through things, anyone can respond and act like they tough and do all that. But you want to know what shows real strength? And that's what it said. That's what the dude was saying in the video. This is directly from God, bro. Resilience, restraint. Restraint is strength. Being able to walk away. I do this for a career. I'm a tough guy for a career, bro. The same people that will try to act tough when I'm not in the bat suit will never act tough with me in the street because they know reality. See, you can pretend when it's not around YouTube or reality, or you act like y'all don't have access to the internet or see who I am, right? But once you figure out who I am and people put the screen in front of you and say, bro, this is who you dealing with and talking to, you're going to be like, whoa. I didn't realize that that was the guy that I just was playing games with and, you know, felt that I could talk anyway to. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, there's no way you can't ignore reality. If you don't know, then that's your issue. I'm not going to sit there and explain it to you. Like, come on, bro. Reality, you can't run from reality. You know what I mean? Everybody, there's no way to ignore reality, basically. Reality is going to make itself known to whoever, anybody. You know what I mean? Reality can't be denied or ignored. So that's my point. When I'm in a public spotlight, you think I got time? Like, bro, I watch my company. I watch who I'm around. If you tripping or something, or there's something wrong with you, or you jelly, or you feel somewhere, you feel like you got a point to prove all of a sudden, boy, that's silly. That's the craziest thing I ever seen, bro. That come with the territory, man. You're gonna have people who jelly. I don't care what you think. I mean, I'd have to value you first. See what I'm saying? You'd have to impress me first. I'd have to feel like you someone of notoriety that I look up to and I care what you think. And guess what? Last time I checked, the only people I look up to is my father and God. So you can go ahead and miss me with that nonsense. So yeah, I don't care about people who do fake things. You feel me? So here we are, another day where I'm getting paid to talk. Are you? That's the question. See, I get paid to talk every day. I get paid to exist like God told me. I get paid to teach. I get paid to educate the public. I get paid to be a gangster. I get paid to talk greasy. I get paid to rap. I get paid to do everything. Well, I don't really get paid to rap right now. I have in the past. I don't really get paid to rap because this platform doesn't allow that. Like, it doesn't allow the creativity that I want. But instead of complaining about it, I just ignore it and I do what I do. I developed my hustle on here. I had to make adjustments and figure out how to do it, but I didn't march to the beat of their drum. I created my own drum beat. Fact. So you folks don't get it. I can switch this up, revamp it, rebuild it. I can come through a whole different way with what I'm doing. Everything. I could change things up anytime I want. Like I said, if I want to get back to street ball and basketball, I could do that. This channel, everything will work. Everything's set up perfectly on the channel. People see the name, they're like, man, that's the coolest name I've ever seen. Batman the Alchemist. Like, yeah, because I'm alchemizing and building and manifesting all this. Told you, I went from like $2 in my pocket to whatever, like produced a whole bunch of stuff within what? It was like 2 days. Took me 2 days, bro. That's God, bro. That's the power of God. That's the power of the Holy Spirit. That's because of God. Everything I asked God for, He give me, man. So like, that's my thing. Folks don't get. I didn't have a choice. Like, nah, my circumstances is like it's impossible for me to get anything I need or do what I need, do what I want, anything, like get anything like that I need, like nothing. So for God to provide that miracle and teach me that even in impossible circumstances, He'll be there for me and He will build for me, and like that's insane, bro. That's amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what folks don't get. Like, nah, I ain't worried about no money because I know I can go to any city in Central America. Once I get everything right and I'm ready to go, I can make money. That ain't the problem, bro. The problem is getting started because all y'all jelly. That's like Austin. You go try to get a job in Austin, bro. It's a bunch of little millennials who don't know anything, right? Who trying to act like they grown, right? When they are grown, but they don't act grown because your generation like doesn't know how to grow up. That's the real facts. So it's a bunch of peon peasants trying to play grown and trying to act like they make decisions. Can you imagine that? That's exactly what Austin is. Austin is a bunch of people who are wannabe yuppie snobs. Is you serious? With no money. All of them are broke. The wage is not a living wage, and the cost of living is the highest, almost the highest in the country. You can't be serious, bro. Austin, everybody poor, but they want to front like they rich. Boy, get out of here. I showed up on Rainy Street literally and took over the block and ran the block, right? And made like thousands upon thousands of dollars in front of their face and was the biggest dude out there. Like you can't be serious, bro. Every single time, bro. You can't be serious, man. Stuff is crazy. Paid for a hotel over $100 every night, every other night. Boy, stop it. So yeah, like I said, I already know how to run my own food truck. I know how to build a business. You see that? I built this, right? I didn't just build it, it's just extremely successful. Like I said, I mean, even Coach Eli told you it takes like 6 years to make profit with a business. I took a look at his channels the other day. He ain't getting no views. He completely plummeted. Real talk. Coach Eli has plummeted on the NASDAQ. If he was a stock, he'd be plummeting on the NASDAQ. Ha! Facts. That boy getting no views, literally. Like, it's crazy, bro. Every time I go over there, it's like the Muppet Show with Kermit or Gonzo. Definitely more like Gonzo. Is he still with Dawn? Like I remember back in the days when he had to cart Dawn onto the playing field for the show and stuff. It was crazy, son. Like, come here, Dawn. We're gonna cart you out so you can sit in the back in your wheelchair and try to look lively. Oh my goodness, it's horrible. Like real talk, bro. It's like he look at Dawn like literally like, come on, you can do it. You know, like it like look like you're excited about this, Dawn, and Dawn's just like, no, Coach Eli, no. I really don't want to be doing this right now, Coach Eli. He's like, well, you don't have a choice. You're gonna do it because I'm a narcissist and I need you for views. You gotta make this YouTube money. Come on, Dawn. Dawn isn't your girlfriend. I don't know what Dawn is, but she's definitely not your girlfriend. I mean, it's like a Russian bride almost. It's like she came with like I don't know, like instructions. It's like a gremlin and stuff with instructions. Ridiculous. Like it looks like she's a puppet. Like it doesn't look like she has real emotions or real reactions. Like Dawn, how do you feel? And she like never wants to say anything. And it's like he has to work her like a puppet. Literally, like, oh yeah, I'm super happy today, and I'm glad we're doing this show, and everything's just grand. And it really sucks. I was like, oh, I mean, it's grand and wonderful. It's horrible. It don't get no worse than that. Real talk. It's not a relationship. I don't know what it is. It's a very, very convenient arrangement. I'll tell you that much. I mean, like, can you imagine like waking up every day and like your whole world has been constructed for you because you're a fake narcissist and you've never really succeeded? I mean, you don't own anything. Everything was a hand me down and handed to you. Hell, I think Dawn was handed to you. Literally, you found her in a back alleyway. Why don't you just tell the truth, Coach Eli? Ridiculous. Like, it's not even December yet. It ain't Christmas yet, Coach Eli. Like, calm down. Well, every time it's Christmas, that boy got to break out the Santa hat and the whole thing. Yeah, because you just like Santa. You so ready to receive them gifts. All you do is beg for handouts. And like I said, that's all you'll ever do is take hand-me-downs from everyone. That dude is malicious as hell. He ain't, good or pure. All he does is just sit there and wait for whatever he can take. It's ridiculous. Like, find a job. I've worked since I was 16. Like, go work a real job, bro. Clearly, YouTube is not working for you, homie. Seriously, bro. Like, you've been on YouTube for how many? Like, probably 50 years and still don't even know how to use the platform properly. That stuff is crazy, son. Probably why Dawn's so miserable. Because, like I said, you be doing the same things over and over, expecting a different result. The definition of insanity. And for every single thing, you have to have a manual to do it. No wonder she's so miserable. Finish. Like, no, Coach Eli, read the manual that I gave you. Horrible. No, Coach Eli, you're doing it wrong, Melias. No, read the manual. You gotta read the instructions for me. You're the one who bought me. You rescued me in that alleyway when I was down and out and didn't know what to do with myself. Like, you ever seen people like that? Like, they show up and like like, you don't have to say much. Like, you just don't know. You're like at a loss for words, and then like, you just turn speechless. Like, literally, like they'll just be looking at you. You just look at them like, I have nothing to say. Like, what can you say? The minute you see her, it's like that's your girlfriend. That's Dawn. I mean, like, I was hoping you could do a little bit better than that, Gonzo. This is ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, he does lives and get the same exact view number every day, and he swear he winning. Ah, that boy, he said, "Oh yeah, I turned things around this month on YouTube." Yeah, sure you did. I mean, like we all don't know that your subs and views are not genuine, and every single one of you who's a part of the Red Triangles, and you are too, Coach Eli, meaning you have to come to court, right? That all of you buy your views and subs. Finex. There's not one of them on here that's genuine, people. They've shown me their inner workings, the Masons. They used to invite me to these shows and the whole show would stop, turn and look at me. Like, you can't be serious, bro. Like, y'all really playing on here. Like, they trying to act like they crazy. These are whole groups of people. So like, I don't know who these people think they are, like I said, but they're nobody, bro. And real talk, and like the thing is, they're trying to come up against like the actual like justice system, and like it's not gonna work, bro. Like, there's federal indictments across the board, bro. That's what's crazy, son. But yeah, I mean, like I said, that's what some of them folks were saying, right? We're all on YouTube. We're only here for Tyree. Like, that's the creepiest thing I ever heard. I don't even know who the hell you are, lady. Like, sorry, but what? You just say you're all only here for me. What the hell? You never met that lady ever. I don't know who she is. Like, most of my friends are at least like, around 100 pounds something. I mean, they for sure, they ain't that. My friend might be taking me to the zoo though at some point fairly soon, so I can go, make friends with the hippopotamuses over there. If I want to talk to a hippo, I'll go to the zoo. What do you mean? Ain't trying to have no hippos around me. This ain't hungry, hungry hippos, sister. But yeah, like I said, it's getting ridiculous out here, man. It's been ridiculous. Like I said, I'm your king, king of all kings, son of God. I'm the real deal. And like I said, it is what it is, man. All these people, I got them in their feelings. It's the truth. Everybody want to be an influencer, but what do y'all influence? See, that's the thing. If we actually talk about reality, I affect everyone and everything, especially with my words. I talk and everybody got to listen. See, I got real power. See, that's the thing. I never banked on this YouTube stuff. I took this and used it, and then I started incorporating it and like bringing it into reality. And I knew that people were going to roll with it and start understanding what I was doing. That's the difference. Like now, when I talk, I got actual real people listening to me. Back in the day, this was like a private thing, like just me and you, just me and you, right? Now it's me, you, and an entire public that's probably laughing at you. Facts. So yeah, like I said, man, I mean, it is what it is, bro. But yeah, everybody want to be an influencer. Everybody want to make digital money, but how many people do? I do. That's all I gotta say. I mean, folks ain't coming close, bro. I mean, are you serious? Can come close, man. All of them can't come close. You can't compete. Nothing. Real talk. Ever, ever in a million years, these folks could never come close to me. Don't even play. Don't even front. Are you serious? I'm the boss. You know what I mean? And I'm getting pissy, boy. I said pissy, paid. But yeah, like I said, we up over 46 bucks and some change. I got that check coming for 166 and some change. 21st to the 26th, right around the corner. I know you and your feelings. I know you mad. I know all of you mad. You mad as hell. I promise that. You about as angry as a Coach Eli live stream because he get mad every time, and then he start turning to Dawn and getting upset with her. It's hilarious. Things didn't work out for me today on YouTube, Don. Nyeh, 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 nyeh. Nyeh. Wah. Like I said, grown man and everything he got around him is rented and fake. Like that sucks, bro. Like real talk. I didn't know that you could rent a girlfriend until I saw him on here. Facts. I thought you had to get a girlfriend genuinely till I saw Coach Eli. So I guess all them Starbucks dates didn't work out for you, did it, little homie? Because you went ahead and got to renting. It ain't tricking if you got it, I guess, but you tricking and renting. That's crazy. It's definitely renting if you got it. Oh, for real. I like how all the narcs try to play superhero too. Like, oh, I care so much. I'm here for you. Every time he does anything for her, he has to broadcast it to the world, right? I'm doing this for you, and now I'm going to make sure I hold this as leverage forever, right? So I can use it against you. That's how the narcs operate. This is exactly how he is. You don't do anything to be nice. You're like Rob Rack with this other one. What is her name again? I can't even remember that lady's name. That's how irrelevant they are. Was it Daisy? Something like that? A flower or something? I don't know. What the hell was her name? It's not Sarah. That's Red Pill. What the hell was her name? I can't remember her name. Something with a D, I think. Like Drea. It's not Drea. It's not hip hop. Love and hip hop. What the hell is her name? Oh, Daria. That was it. Isn't Daria like that miserable comic book character cartoon that nobody watches? Daria's got to be like the most boring female name I've ever heard. What's your name? Daria. Cool, I'm out. I'm leaving. Like, seriously? At least get a name like Stephanie, or Stephanies are always a problem. They're always a lot of drama. They're like Tweety birds. Get some drama in your name, like Daria. Like, what the hell? Like, what kind of name is Daria? And then all he does is keep repeating her name, but he talk about he get women. I mean, any man, you're not a man, but any dude that's got to say his girlfriend's name 8 million times within 5 seconds, I mean, clearly ain't been around no women. Tell me when I'm wrong. Are you serious? That boy said he passed a test or something today or yesterday. I was trying to watch that nonsense so I can laugh. I mean, brother, you're way out of high school, you're way out of college. You're like 50, you're almost 60 years old or something crazy. You're still taking tests? Like that's crazy. Like, I could tell you what kind of test you probably took. That boy said he took a pass. I mean, he passed. He knows he passed the test, but you didn't get the results back yet. And I mean, whatever test you took, it probably concerned Daria, right? Because it's clear she been around. Finax. Is that the kind of test you took? Can you imagine bragging about that? That seems like some Rob Rack Section 8 stuff, right? Hey, you say it yourself, right? You run around bragging about I ain't blah blah blah. Then him and the fake Crip were going back and forth trying to compete over a gremlin. Like, oh my goodness, the entertainment never stops on YouTube. You think you not my entertainment, but we got one dude that live in a Roach Motel and got a weave longer than Beyonce and all of them, right? And then we got a fake Crip going back and forth. This is better than any South Park episode I ever watched. Are you serious? Real talk. Never seen stuff like this ever. See, y'all don't know what you're missing out on. These sectors on this YouTube stuff are better than TV. Trust me, it's better than any TV show you ever seen. Y'all been missing out for years. All you got to do is watch these folks. Why do you think they're like, I got so many views today? Like, yeah, because everybody's watching you laughing. They think they winning some getting views and don't realize, yeah, everybody wants to see you because you that. I mean, you make people laugh. It just ain't in the way that you want. I mean, I can't even look at Rob Rack and not laugh. Golly. He said he the you know what symbol of YouTube when clearly I am, and I'm not going to compete with you for it because you're delusional. I mean, you're the failure symbol of YouTube. You're the be 50, 60 years old and never make it anywhere or succeed symbol of YouTube. You're definitely that. You're the never comb your hair YouTube. I mean, like, find like a pick for your fro or something. Like, you're the never comb your hair symbol of YouTube. You're definitely that. Nap, nap, nap. Nap, 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 nappy. Nap, nap, nappy. Nap, nap, nap. Ba-da-da-da-da. Nap, nap, nap. My hair's nappy. I never seen so many immature folks ever, bro. I never thought I would see the day. This stuff is crazy on here, man. You got a red pill lives in a chicken coop, talking to himself. He don't even live in the house. He lives in the outhouse in the back. Literally, like they keep him back there or something. They see like, stay back there, stay away. Keep you and your antics. Keep you and your antics to yourself, Red Pill. You already snitched on the family business. I don't think they want you around them. They kick him out every 4 days and stuff. Like, get out of here, Red Pill. They don't even give him a reason to see. You got to get out. Go back to the outhouse in the back. You're not good enough for this blue barn. They don't got a home. They got a barn, and it's painted blue. Can you imagine every day you wake up, I'm blue, dabo dee dabo 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 dee dabo. You know why they painted that house blue, red pill? Because they knew you're depressed. Ah! Ah! Oh, for real. Ah! They already knew you were going to be depressed day one. When you're like 3 feet tall and you're trying to flex, like, yeah, you're going to be depressed. You're going to be a little sad. I think that's why he's so mad. I think he got height anger. I think he's mad at me because I'm like 6'3" now and I'm huge. That boy is mad. He's got the Napoleon complex like no other. He said everywhere is Crip territory, right? And then we got another fake Crip over there named Groovy Jimmy. This stuff is crazy on here. Like, how many fake Crips are there? Y'all give Crips a bad name. Y'all be faulty Cripping all day. Where the hell's Cowboy when you need him? That's probably what Nipsey was saying, right? Considering that Cowboy stood right there and did absolutely nothing, but we're not going to talk about that, right? Cowboy's such a tough guy, but he sat there and did nothing and hid inside and ran away when Eric Holder showed up. That's the facts. But he's so tough, right? Come on, boy. Can't be serious. Can you imagine a dude? You can only lie to the culture. Can you imagine a dude being like, "Yeah, I care so much, and he was my homeboy, but I just stood right there and did nothing while all this was going on." Like what? Like you're on camera, dude. Like you're on camera right there. You were right there in the little store. You went in the store, I think, when everything went down. You ran away. You got scourged. Then after that, it was, "Oh, I'm super gangster." Boy, stop it. You weigh like 60 pounds soaking wet. Please stop it. That boy, like they all in their 50s and 60s and stuck in the hood and repping they hood like can you imagine being like 50 to 60 and thinking you tough, acting like you a teenager in your 20s? That stuff is crazy. That's what Cowboy doing all of them. Talk about you faulty crippin', bro. I'm literally surprised like an old man with an oxygen tank don't walk up to tell you and just tell you you faulty crippin'. Like old man walk up, you doing it all wrong, cowboy. Like you my age and you should be in a retirement home and you're out here cripping. The hell are you doing? Like that's how crazy it is. Like I'm sitting here getting 3 full course meals a day and living great in California, and you're out here in the streets in the hood of Los Angeles still trying to claim you a crip and a gang member. You're like 60, 70 years old. Like who's the gangster? I don't even gotta like they don't even gotta get up. They get their meals brought to them. Like who's the real thug? Who's really getting the benefits of everything? Them boys are silly, man. In the culture, bro, I'm telling you, it runs rampant in their community. They can't get it right. None of them, they can't get right. They had them football players crashing out right and left. Like them folks got problems with themselves. Clearly, that stuff is crazy, man. Like but they want to keep repping a bunch of nonsense. It's all super whack. Like literally, like can you imagine every 5 minutes? Yo, I'm lit. I'm lit on the real. On the real. Yeah. I said, cuz. Yo, come on, cuz. Yeah, it's on the real, cuz. You know what I mean? Cuz, yeah, real. On the real. Yeah. Yeah. I claim this set. Yeah, I'm part of this gang and blah blah blah. Last I checked, the only thing y'all known for is drinking 40 ounces and going to jail and prison. And when y'all get out of jail, like Tony Yayo, you go right back to jail. Facts. Rick Ross talk about wealth is gangster. You a Mason and you don't own anything. What the hell are you talking about wealth for? Didn't you commit a crime in that mansion when they were cleaning it? That stuff is crazy, son. That boy he go take his shirt off and stand on top on the front of the little boats. He can't even get a real yacht. He got to go on the little boats that he rent and get for free because he's a mason. He don't own any of them, smart one, right? He gets on the boat like, bro, like you the size of a whale. You don't need a boat, just swim. Like real talk. Like boy look like a beach manatee out here. You crazy? Like who the hell wants to see a beach manatee on the front of a boat? They had a video. They went by on another boat and they saw Rick Ross. Like right, is that a beach manatee? No, it's Rick Ross. Like, oh, my bad. Sorry, Rick. Confused you for a sea otter. Absolutely ridiculous. Golly, they talk about 50 Cent tough. I mean, 50 Cent's what a snitch on federal papers. He's a federal snitch informant. He worked for the feds. He was backed by the feds. He sold his soul to Satan, Curtis Jackson. He's been rap dissed by the entire industry. He actually literally ran from people in hotel rooms like Ja Rule and all sorts of stuff. He lost to the other rapper that rolls with Ja Rule. I mean, like to the actual street dude when the lights went out, he claimed, and then he filed an order of protection and lied about that. What do you mean? This stuff actually happened. Then got on a track and said, order of protection. From who? Like, I know, I raised my hand when I listened to these rappers rather. I know who you filed order of protection on because I was paying attention, 50. I saw the papers where you snitched on everybody too. I know everything. That's why all of these Masons always want to talk where you can't respond because they leave you talking to yourself. Like, right, I have the answer. You just won't let me respond to you. Yeah, quit running. Like, let's have a meetup so we can have the conversation. I got the answer. I got all of them. I got documentation that will literally like predates like before BC and AD that you know on these fake rappers or you know you've been snitching since the beginning of time. Like what? It's right here. Like can't you read Braille? They wrote it in the stones. Y'all think snitching is a hobby. Literally, they be talking about, oh yeah, snitch is this. Y'all think snitching is a hobby. Y'all love snitching. I heard one of them on here the other day, one of these YouTubers that never get over himself and never can't get right, never gonna be rich, but brags about fake money and commits crimes to get it and still can't get no money. And he was talking about, what did he say? What did that boy say? He a grown man too. He like 3 feet tall and stuff. He's 3 feet tall. Carries a bunch of keychains with him. You know who. What did he say? Oh, yeah, he got on here. He said, I'm a tattletale. He was bragging about his snitching. He said, I'm a tattletale. Get it right. You do it, I'm a running tail. Over there in Indiana, they're not very tough, are they? You rep Indiana well. Last time I went to Indiana, I got stuck in a roach motel like Rob Rack. But it was only for like a couple of days, 2 days. I couldn't even deal with it. There was roaches all over the place. I'm talking it was infested. That wasn't no hotel, that was a private zoo. They were everywhere. You couldn't get away from them. It was downright disturbing. I was trying to sleep. They were like crawling all over the bed. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like you do realize you have a roach problem. Like, what are you talking about? We don't have any roaches in here. Like, brother, go in the room. That you just booked me. I don't know what you're talking about. I refuse to go in that room. That's your room, sir. Here's some mosquito repellent complimentary. Like they're roaches, not mosquitoes, sir. The hell is mosquito repellent gonna do for me? Sometimes when I come on YouTube, I feel like I need to carry. Feel like I need to have mosquito repellent with me. I'm trolling again. You know, every time that Rob Rack goes live, I feel like I'm watching the Men in Black because I don't see Rob Rack. I just see a big roach. Y'all say he has a roach problem in there. I see the little roaches, but I also see the big one sitting in the chair with the antennas and everything. He don't move much or do nothing either. He always just sits where he's at. It's a very inactive roach. Got antennas, whiskers. That roach right there can't get it together. Maybe one day, Rob Rack. Maybe one day you'll be a mechanic. I don't know. Maybe, I mean, as if that was success. That's what they said on here. Go to a trade school, Tyree. Yeah, you know, because all those people aren't poor. When's the last mechanic you ever called that was on a yacht? When you call a mechanic, they're usually broke, right? When's the last mechanic you ever called that owned mansions and estates and billions in equity? Come on, bro. Y'all can't be serious. What? This stuff is crazy, man. Like I said, it'd be one thing if I was, you know, talking about other people's wealth, but no, I paid for all this. Are you crazy? I bought this cash. I built all this. That's what these folks do. I'm way ahead of them. Like I was getting this stuff done when I was in my teens. I was way ahead of these folks, running circles around everybody financially, actually owning, buying, purchasing, getting assets, acquiring. These folks didn't even know the meaning of what acquiring. What the hell does that mean? But we know what Coach Eli was doing at that time. He was still sitting in the same desk at the same seat with his green screen. Only thing is, he didn't find Dawn yet. He was still going to his Starbucks blind dates. And I'm not saying blind because the person didn't know who he was. I mean, the date was literally blind. Because you'd have to be blind to go on a date with Coach Eli. Oh, for real. Oh, so your name's Helen? Helen, huh? Well, what's your last name, Helen? Eli, I told you, my last name is Keller. Helen Keller, huh? What a beautiful name that is. Like, you do know I'm blind, deaf, and I can't hear or see, and I'm pretty much completely can't function, right, Coach Eli? Oh, that's great, Helen. That's the way that I like them. Less resistance. I'm not joking. Coach Eli was always there whining. He was always whining about how women had civil rights and civil liberties and free will. He was like, just submit. There's no such thing as free will. Like, that's literally Coach Eli's attitude. Like, just give me what I want when I want it, lady. Hell, you worse than anybody who goes out to these bars. Like, bring me my drink, Clay. It's ridiculous.
I guarantee you, when he go out to them conventions or whatever with his other Mason pals or the Red Triangles, and he go out to eat dinner with these folks that he chill with or he around or whatever, like I guarantee you, bro, they ask him about Dawn, like why did you pick her? Well, it was easy. It was less resistance. She didn't put up any, she just kind of went along with everything, and she does what she's told. Well, don't you want someone with free will who can actually think, maybe has a college degree or, is able to build a future? Like, come on, Coach Eli. No, I like when they just submit and do what I tell them. Y'all think I'm kidding. This ain't even part of the comedy skit. I mean, this is ridiculous. This man wheels out his girlfriend. Like, she comes out in a wheelchair like Doc Ock from Spider-Man. Ridiculous. You don't know she's got 8 tentacle arms made out of pure steel and metal. You don't know what the hell that lady's got going on. She just looks like she's on a mission, and she doesn't put up with anything Coach Eli says. You could tell who wears the pants in the relationship because she's always wearing pants. Coach Eli seems more like a khaki sandals kind of guy. I remember Coach Eli started talking about me one time, and I heard it, and I never wanted to hear it again. I said, "Oh, now your preference is clear. No wonder. Okay. Are you sure Dawn is a woman?" Just asking. Because I'm still not convinced. Yeah, he said a whole bunch of great stuff, good stuff about me. The only problem with it made me very uncomfortable. You ever have someone compliment you and then you beg them to stop complimenting you? Like, all right, Eli, that's enough. I understand you're a fan. Calm it down. All these folks are hilarious. Like, one of them sits there and whines about the trolls every single day and never figures out, like, just turn the internet off or the computer off or go walk outside and do something else, like go get a job. And then the other one, oh yeah, and copies every word I say and talks like he's Batman. Like, he literally looks like the son of Batman too. That's the scary part. You'd be wondering if some of these folks gonna transform like me. It's crazy. Then the other one sits there and complains all day. They're trolling on YouTube. They're doing this, doing that. I was watching some of those videos. Like, just the look on Coach Eli's face was just hilarious. And then he just sits there and talks casual. Like, he's one of them guys that when he get back and forth with people, he's not really aggressive. He don't know how to be aggressive. So he just sits there and puts up with it with like this serene look on his face. It's hilarious. Real talk. I ain't never seen nothing like it. Like, oh, you're against me? Oh, you just told me off there. I'm Coach Eli. Don't you know who you're talking to? I've been mooching for the past 35 years. I brag about everything that doesn't belong to me, right? While I wait. But one day the estate will be mine because I'm Coach Eli and I'm just sitting here plotting and waiting. Like, boy, you malicious as hell. What you need to do, they need to kick you out. You need to move out. You need to go move somewhere else. Oh, wait, you can't afford anywhere in Redwood City. It's expensive as hell. He said he worked for DoorDash. He did like 2 deliveries of Burger King. These folks can't be serious. Like I said, the other one claims he's a fake Crip. He's got a whole bottle of you know what in behind him and won't even show the floor of the little Section 8 apartment he's stuck in. Like what? They keep asking him, show us your floor. He refuses. He gets pressed. He said, no, I won't show you my floor. Hell no. But how many push-ups can you do? Oh, I'm super strong. I can do 5. He tried to do like 3. I think he did like 2. What kind of Crip you know put working in the street and can't do 2 push-ups? Like that's crazy, bro. I mean, that's like a that's like a sheet of paper in the street. Like little. I would love to see something like honestly like that's like watching like that's like Paper Mario cripping. Mario, Paper Mario Crip. I'm cripping today as Paper Mario. Like how many push-ups can you do, Crip? 2. I'm made of paper. Paper Mario. And you're saying you're a Crip. Yes, I'm a Crip. Can't you see? I'm wearing blue, right? Mario. Made of paper. Legend tells it that Lamar Wills is still, in the corner, in that corner right there. I think it's like a corner. There's like this painting right in the corner. And he's still in that corner smoking his cigarettes. Oh, for real. See, he does the hood for real because he's trying to hack up all that residue that all the cigarette smoking caused him the past 80 years. Sorry, it's probably like 50 years, but still, it's pretty bad. It is absolutely ridiculous. Hell, you got a worse reputation out here now than Kevin Smith. I thought that was impossible. Hell, you pretty much surpassed Monty Woodgrain, and I for sure thought that was impossible. Monty Woodgrain called me on the phone one day. No, I'm serious. He called me on the phone one day. He said, "You got a nice life. You shouldn't be on YouTube because your life is good. You're rich and happy." I felt horrible. I hung up that phone. I wanted to cry. Monty Woodgrain made me feel so bad about being rich. It was unreal. I got over it like the next day when I went out and bought me a member's jacket. It was easy because I had money. The anger and sadness didn't last very long. I got over it. But he's still on the same feeling like 20 years later, over a decade ago. They said Monty Woodgrain opened a restaurant. I mean, are you serious, bro? I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, that's like, let me think a comparison to that. That's like, I don't even know, bro. That's like, let me think. But I mean, that's like saying Tommy Sotomayor could ever make real money. Like what? That's like saying Tommy Sotomayor could get a job or get hired anywhere. Better yet. Like, let's look at your track record, sir. All the things that you said about your own and about women. Oh, but I'd like to apply for this position. You'd like to be a Starbucks barista, would you, Tommy? Just evaluate my application there. I worked for IBM, and I mean, he's completely corrupt. I mean, like, what could you even promote? Like, yes, listen to my show. Where everyone trolled me forever and I never made it or succeeded and I failed epically. That boy went and threw money away, Mason money that wasn't his and he didn't have on a whip on payments and then couldn't even drive the whip right. You ever notice them narcs can't drive at all? All their cars like mess up. That's the nice way of putting it. That boy bought a GMC Denali. Like I got a GMC Denali bike. He bought it and then like it was like ruined within a week. Oh, my GMC Denali. It's a super expensive car. Yes, on payments, and it lasted a week. That about sums up your story of who you are. That right there tells it all. Can you imagine going to a big convention with all your homies and then getting G checked the minute you walk through the door by like a 3 foot tall like dude who looks like he's like Rastafarian, like he's like Jamaican, like Bob Marley? That boy was all over you, Tommy. He would not get off you. Oh, this what we doing now? Like you're in the hood. You just went to a ghetto convention. Yes, that's what they're doing there. Sometimes I wish I was at places so I could answer these questions and silly things people say. I would have answered like, "Yeah, we in the hood, bro. Like, what did you think? What did you think? Like, what? Yes, that's what they're doing there. Why the hell did you come here? You? You don't fit in here. You're not ghetto or hood. Leave. You just don't fit in with your own, do you?" I guess that's why they always said, "Yeah, this and that. He was blah blah blah." Like everything is projection, bro, because he can't even come around his own folks. Real talk, I could go to half the parties in the hood and conventions you can't go to. They'd embrace me and reject you. Facts. They're gonna say, "No, that white boy got soul. He welcome here, but you, Tommy, you gotta leave." There's the door. That boy was pressing you. That's all I know. He was pressing you. It was hilarious. Oh, then he couldn't even go on that other fake show, right? Then the other woman was tripping on him too and said, "I'm not gonna let you lie. That's all he does. If you didn't want him to lie, you shouldn't invite him on the show." Right? Imagine Tommy Sotomayor not lying. That's like a dolphin not communicating in the water, like you know what I mean? Like that's craziness. It's like a beluga whale not making its sound in the water. Like what? It's like an orca not getting tired of, what all this nonsense. Like, are you serious? See, that stuff be tripping me out too, how they act like it's surprise, like Telecom acted out of character. Like, no, Telecom woke up and realized reality and was like, "You took me, away and put me in this nonsense." Like, hell no, 'cause Telecom wasn't having it. That's what it was. These folks are so inhuman, they don't even know what reality is and how animals think. Sometimes I'd be wondering, like, if God's gonna, like, like, show some of those folks, like, through the same means, like, if they'll, like, if God will, like, have them in the same position that the animal had to be in. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, so they can understand, like, what the animal has to go through and feel. Like, come on, bro, you got to have some empathy. That stuff is crazy. It's no surprise. These folks can't even get it. All these narcissists, how they, are, with animals, and then you wonder why I'm Batman. Like you can't tell them your worst nightmare. I'm all the animals coming back. That's why God's using me, smart one, because I'm speak for the animal kingdoms. Like, are you serious? Like, I'm a human that's literally serving justice for all these animals, smart one. The hell you think Batman is? This isn't Tarzan. These folks want to sit there and play games. Like, they want to play games with the wrong thing and the wrong one. Like, do you understand I'm walking justice? Like, I can't even go to these fast food places. Not they're like, if I make his burger wrong, I don't know what God might do next. Literally, it causes fast food paranoia. I'd be like, calm down, it's all right. Like, it's not that serious. Like, no, I want to make sure I get the onions right. Yeah, we don't want to piss off God any more than we already have. Like, well, if you're that worried, like, throw me in 2 cookies with it, you know? Thank you, God. I appreciate it. God has these folks on edge. They worried. They concerned as hell. Would you like extra ketchup with that, Mr. Sneed? Like, sure, I'll take the extra ketchup. I love ketchup. It is absolutely ridiculous. All right, I'm out. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Stay mad, stay broke while we continue to make money. Easy.